Most founders and executives in the B2B space are sitting on something incredibly valuable. You've spent years building deep expertise, you've got a track record, and you've delivered results that would make most people jealous. But right now, you're invisible to the people who should be finding you. And that invisibility means your expertise isn't working for you in the way that it should. So here's what's actually happening. Your buyers are on LinkedIn every single day. That's where they're consuming content, evaluating options and deciding who to work with. They're not just looking for a service, they're looking for someone they trust. And here's the thing, people buy through people. They buy from founders they already know or trust, but at the end of the day, believe they understand the problems they're going through, they understand their worth. But if you're invisible to them, the trust never gets built. So as a founder, you are the face of the business, whether you like to accept it or not. So when someone's considering working with you, they're evaluating you. So this is the exact opportunity founders and executives are missing. This is where a strategic personal brand becomes one of the most undervalued opportunities in the service-based industry. Your expertise and stories are your competitive advantage, but only if people can actually see them. So how does that look like? You need to show up in front of those people, connect with them on LinkedIn, get on their radar. So when they actually view your profile, it signals the level you operate at. When they see your content, they start understanding how you think, what you've done, and why you're different. Because here's how buying actually works. People need to buy into your thesis first before conversations even start. They need to see your perspective on how you approach work, and they need to align with how you think about solving their type of challenges. That's what content does. Every piece is a touch point, and over time, these touch points, they build recognition. That recognition in turn builds trust, and trust opens the doors to real conversations. Now, here's where most founders get it wrong. They think personal branding means being accessible to everyone. It really doesn't. It's about being selective, how to signal the level you operate at, how to filter out those wrong clients and attract the right ones. Because when your positioning is clear, something shifts. Low tier clients, they stop approaching you. Higher tier clients start noticing you. And even the referrals that start coming in are at the right level because people understand where you operate at now. So you stop saying yes to projects you've outgrown because someone just recommended them to you. And you stop chasing deals, they start coming to you. Now, here's the part most people completely miss. Content isn't just about visibility, it's about tracking intent. So when someone views your profile, engages with your content and sends you a connection request, those are signals. They're interested, they're evaluating you. So I help founders capture those signals and turn them into conversations because content alone isn't enough. You need a system along with it that tracks who's engaging and how to move them into real conversations. That is the biggest difference between posting occasionally, randomly, versus building a revenue generating content engine. So what does this look like when it's working? You build brand equity that compounds over time. You attract clients at the right level. Your sales cycles shorten out because people already trust you before the first conversation. And of course, you position yourself as selective, not by saying it, but by actually demonstrating it in your content and your profile. So your expertise, your stories, they start working for you instead of sitting completely invisible. So on this channel, I show you exactly how this works. The actual systems, frameworks, and strategies I use to build founder-led personal brands that drive demand and actually generate revenue. So if you're an established founder or executive who wants to turn your expertise and stories into influence, you're in the right place.